Yes, hello. Good morning, my beautiful people. Hope you're doing fine wherever you're watching from. It's a pleasure to always present to you this content, and I believe that I'm adding something to your life. So, actually, in today's lesson, I'm just going to give a preamble because earlier before I've been showing you how to. Our main objective for today is this thing. Let us go such that we be on the same what? On the same line. I'm trying to open it. Today we are learning how to install WordPress files. And for those who have been following, if you're keen enough, I've already showed you how someone you're able to access these various softwares. Yeah, this is our thumbnail. So we looked at the initial stages. Yeah, I'm going to say the initial stages because I showed you how someone is able to download the WordPress files. Yeah, this is it. And what I know some of you are out there asking, Sharif, what software are you using for these presentations? The software I'm using, it is a free source or open source. You don't pay, like it's for free. It's called OBS. So if you're out there and you have some content, some information you need to share with your friends, this software is available online. You can download it. So before I'd shown you how to download these WordPress files and the Xampp server. We also looked at a brief explanation of what Xampp is and WordPress. And like I told you, if you need to get more information about actually what I'm talking about, this information is readily available because I shared with you the websites for these platforms that we're going to be using. So this is actually what we're going to be covering for today. And I believe those who are going to be following, because usually in a class we have active students. My active students who are going to be following, by the end of this class or session, you're going to be able to create something like this. Because I know some people out there asking, Sharif, you're showing us these things, but where do they apply? Why not? The skill or what you're going to learn for today, actually, it's very profitable. if you master it very well. When you look around, maybe your friends, maybe the company you're working for, they've gotten a website. Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, who designs this website? So for today, we are going to learn how to design such kinds of nice and appealing websites. And like I told you, all these I teach them at a free cost for those who subscribe to my channel. Like I also tell you, subscription to my channel. This is my channel. I know some of you, they send me messages, Sharif, what is your channel? I want to subscribe, but I don't know how to subscribe. Well, this is my YouTube channel. It is in the names of Lule Sharif. And subscription, it is for free, guys. Come on. I know some of you out there are fearing. At times they ask, now to subscribe for your channel, I don't have money. How? No. On my channel, subscription is for free. So if you haven't yet subscribed, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? Yes, subscribe. Because if you subscribe, every update I'm going to be pushing out, you'll be the first ones to be prioritized. You know what you know what I mean. So actually, this is a travel and tour website, and when you look at it, it's very nice and appealing. And all this, it is done using what? Using WordPress. So like I told you, because the reason I'm laying to start, I'm waiting for the numbers to increase. I know someone out there, this tutorial is for you. You had the eager to learn how to design a website, but you know, at times coding, it's interesting, but if you're new to coding, trust me, you can get frustrated because at times you can be coding and things are not working out. But as you're going to see with WordPress, we're going to use less code because most of the things that you're going to use, they are normal plugins, and you're not going to interface with much of the coding because much is going to be done for you. And if you look at this is a menu for those who are just new to this field of website designing. This is our menu, and I designed this using a Max Mega menu plugin. Since here I didn't take much time in designing this menu, it was just a simple click and install. Well, I know some of you now are saying, Sharif, you're talking too much. You want the practical things you're talking of. Well, before I start with the practical, let me just give you just a preamble. This is our website that we downloaded our websites from. This is for WordPress. It is WordPress, as you can see, wordpress.org/download. Then the one for Xampp server, it is www.apachefriends.org. Okay, so like I've told you, once you download your files, let me assume you have downloaded your files. What you're going to do, you're going to go to your desktop. For this case, let us go to desktop. So once I open a folder, go ahead and you paste your downloads there. So my first download here, we have the WordPress files. it is 6.8.1. Then we also have the Xampp server, and for this case it is x64 because I downloaded the 64-bit. And now questions, and now I know you have questions now in your head. Sharif, how am I going to use these softwares? Well, worry not. How do I install this Xampp server? For this case, I already have Xampp server installed, but it's simple. What you're going to do, you simply right click on it, then you click on open. When you click on open, as you're seeing, our installation is going to begin. So they're going to display that interface. That do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? So if you haven't yet installed this Xampp server, you go ahead and press yes. But for my case here, since I have it, I'm not going to do that. But in cases whereby you want to see how someone you're able to install Xampp server, I made a video for you, my beautiful people. You can go to my channel and you check it out. So that is our first step. You have finished the installation of Xampp server. Then we have these WordPress files. You're seeing they're already zipped. So what you're going to do, first of all, you have to extract these WordPress files. So you do the extraction of your WordPress files. So they're extracting our WordPress files. So as the extraction is going on, as you're seeing, yeah, it is now done. So depending on the type of website that you're going to be designing, so you can decide to change this, because by default the name it is WordPress. So you can decide to change this WordPress the folder name to your website you're going to do what? You're going to design. So the type of website I'm going to design it is Deltrev. So I change the name, then I give it Deltrev. So after doing this, you go ahead and click on PC, this PC, or my computer. I know some of you have my computer. Then you're going to go to local disk C. Under local disk C, you will look for a folder that has a name Xampp. So you click on Xampp. It's going to open this list of folders. So within Xampp, you're going to click on htdocs. Under htdocs, you're going to go back to the previous folder, website. These are the files you have just extracted, because remember, like I told you, these procedures at times you will never find them anywhere, but once you follow with me, trust me, you will get the best. So I'm going to copy these files. Let me just cut because I don't need to waste space. So I'm going to cut it, then I paste it in my Xampp server folder that is in local disk C. So you're able to see. Well, if you're able to see that, then that's good. That's good. So what I'm going to do, what's going to be next? Let me first close this Xampp. Now, for me to run these WordPress files, you have to go to the start. You go to the start button here. I think you're able to see what I'm doing. go to the start button, then you're going to look for Xampp, because right now I need to start my Xampp server. So I'm going to click on Xampp control panel. I click on it. So my Xampp control panel, this is how it appears the first time you do what? The first time you click on it. So what I'm going to do, this Xampp, like we saw, it has various modules. So I'm going to start the module for Apache and my SQL. So I'm going to click on here, start. And the moment it begins, it's going to, you will see the background color here changing to what? To yellow. Then also from yellow it has to go to green to show that it's working well. Then from there you go to MySQL, the model for MySQL. Then you click on start. Still, for you to know that actually this module is working very well, the background color should be displaying in this light green as you're seeing. So I think at that moment we're very okay. And if you're out there, it's your first time to get into this channel, learn with me, I urge you to subscribe to my channel such that you don't miss out on any video that I post. And subscription, it is for free, guys. Let no one lie to you or deceive you that if you subscribe to my channel you're going to pay any money. No, subscription is for free. Thank you so much. And trust me, if you subscribe, your life won't remain the same, because I do share skills on a regular basis. Okay, so once you have started your Xampp server, as you can see here, these two modules are running. Then you go to your browser. Now you want to access the files for your what? For your WordPress. So you go to your browser, you type in localhost. So when you type in localhost, it has to display for you the files in your Xampp folder, as you're seeing. And guys, I don't know, but if you need to learn these things, practice. It is a key to success, to website designing. Because all the stars you see, the superstars that you call superstars, you know, in most cases, if someone is a genius in a given field, they call him a superstar. So all the big programmers you see, all the big website designers you see, they started small. At one time they didn't know anything. They were like you, they were like me. But consistency and practice, oh my God, you cannot remain the same. So when you type in localhost, I'm going to be able to access my folders or the WordPress files. And actually, allow me to answer this question. Some people usually ask me, Sharif, can you design more than one website on a localhost? The answer, it is yes, because as you can see here, I have got now 3 websites. And the reason why you can be able to the reason as to why you are able to work on various 3 websites, because each website, it has got a different a different folder name. So the first one is Deltrev, GC, this is Gorilla, Safari, Chimpanzee. Then the last one, it's WordPress. So for today, actually, we are on this site for Deltrev. And guys, oh my god, now we are starting our, oh my god, if you have been doing something, I want you now to focus, because actually this is now our main thing. Oh my god, if you have somewhere, try it. If you have a book, I urge you get your pen and you write down these steps that I'm going to be showing you, because once you get lost from here, oh my god, I don't know where I'm going to find you. But nevertheless, the tutorials are on my channel. I know you will go back slowly by slowly. But okay, if you have been following, maybe you have a laptop, maybe you're writing the steps down. So under here, because remember our main objective is to install WordPress files in Xampp Localhost. And we have already downloaded our WordPress files and also the Xampp server. So now we are going to do the installation. Oh my god, this is our major or crucial thing that we have been waiting for. And mostly this is a 2025 update. Oh my god, what a special moment is this. So okay, what you're going to do, I want you to listen and listen very well. This is the files for the WordPress that we're going to run. So the first thing, you're going to click on it. Once you click on it, it is loading our files. Let me try to close some of the tabs. Well, oh my god, this is our first interface. Remember, our main objective for today, installing WordPress files. So this is my first interface that I get when I'm doing the installation of my WordPress files. Like I told you, if you are in position to record the steps, in case for further reference, you can write them down. So here, when you're doing the installation of your WordPress, you have to select the language. Which language do you want? Like for me, I just need English. I don't know these other languages, but if you're from these other countries, you can install your WordPress file in your specific language that you understand. So I'm going to select English, United States, but it's not a must, because you may be from maybe China, Tokyo, and you can see this Dutch, you know how to speak Dutch, Spanish, Espanol. So depending on the languages that you understand most, for me I understand English, so I'm going to select English. Once you select English, you have to go ahead and press on what? Continue. Well, so when you click on continue, they are telling you that welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, you need to know the following item. The first item is a database. I know you're asking, Sharif, what is a database? Well, I have a tutorial explaining what a database is. So you can just visit my channel. You get to know about what a database is. So they want you to know the database name for your website, database username, database password, database hostname, and table prefix. So the first thing first. Now what you're going to do, we are going to create a database for our website. So for me to create a database, I simply write in my localhost slash php myadmin. So you're going to type in localhost slash php myadmin. When you type in localhost slash php myadmin, it's going to load for you an interface whereby you'll be able to create your database, because this database, it is the one that you're going to be using for our website, and it's going to store our information. So if you're creating your database, you come here, you click on this tab for databases, then here, database name, I'm going to call it Deltrev 1. I just call it Deltrev. It's okay. So like I told you, you have to write down these items, because at one point you're going to need them when you're doing the exporting to the main servers. So my database, it is Deltrev. So once you click on Deltrev, once you give it a database name, Deltrev, you go ahead and click on what? Create. So once you click on create, your database is going to be what? Is going to be created. So it is created, but it doesn't have tables. So never mind about that. Well, so once you have created your database name or your database, you go ahead and click on let's go, and I think you're able to see that button for let's go. So guys, at this moment, if you're online, you can comment the country where you're watching from, and also don't forget to share this live with your friends, such that we get a high reach in the search engine optimization, and our video so that reaches a vast number of what? Of people. So I'm going to click on let's go, as you can see. So I've clicked on let's go. So when you click on let's go, it displays this interface. So under here, you're going to have these fields to fill in, and database name, we already know our database name. It is Deltrev, because like I told you, you have to write it down, and you have to make sure that it's the right what? It gives the right name. Don't change the characters, don't change everything. So username, I'm going to give it root. Then for the password, for this case, I'm going to leave it blank. Database host, it is localhost. This is computer. Then table prefix, I'm going to leave it as it is. So from here, you go ahead and click on what? On submit. Once you click on submit, it's going to display this interface, and the message is going to write, Sparky, you have made it through this part of installation. WordPress can now communicate with your database. If you are ready, time now. So I'm going to click on run installation. So when I click on run installation, this is what I'm going to be getting. This is what I'm going to be getting. So here, run installation. Okay, so they want the site title, and here I'm going to call it my site title to be Deltrev, since that is the company I'm designing the website for. Then the username, let me just, for demonstration purposes, let me use deltrev 1 as my username. Then for the password, this password, it has to be confidential. We are not allowed to share this password with anyone. So I'm going to use this generated password, and to make sure that I don't forget it, I'm going to save it in a notepad, and I give it a name of deltrev 1 password. So in cases whereby I want to retrieve that password, it's going to be help me fast. Okay, so after here you have to go ahead and type in your email address, then search engine visibility. If you want to discourage search engine from indexing the site, it is up to search engines to honor this request. So this actually, even if it's your first time, you shouldn't highlight this option, because once you highlight it, your website visibility, it won't be ranked high in the search engine. So I'm going to leave it blank. Then I'm going to click on install. So at this moment, you have to make sure that you remember your username and the password, because you're going to use the username and password in our process of installation, as we're going to see. So here I'm going to click on install WordPress. Wow. So now the fun is beginning. The fun is beginning. And for those who are following, I believe you're not going to remain the same once you put into consideration what I'm teaching you and what you're seeing. Because like I told you, what I'm sharing with you, it is the same steps that I use when it comes to designing websites. So once you run installation, they'll display this alert message. If you want to save your password with the browser, you go ahead, click on save. Then it will display this message. If you see this message, you will just know that you have successfully installed your WordPress files. So they are saying WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. So this is my username. So I want to log into my admin panel. Once you click on login, as you can see, you'll be able to have these two fields, the username and password. So since I clicked on save password, I'm not going to be able to add my password here, but I discourage you from using this, because your website can be hacked in cases whereby more than one person is using your computer. Someone may log into the admin panel and try to vandalize the information. So once you have these two fields, you go ahead and click on login. Wow. Wow. So now we have been able to log into our WordPress admin panel. And for us to access our WordPress files, you just go to your browser, type in localhost, then the folder name will say it's deltrev. So this is what I'm able to see. But like I told you, this is just the beginning. Oh my God. We are going to see how someone is able to change this to this. Trust me. I'm going to show you how to change this to this appealing website. So once you're able to see this, then that means you have successfully installed your WordPress file. So at this moment, if you have a cup of coffee, you can take a sip. I allow you because it is success. If you have a glass of water, take a sip of your water, because we need to thank God for reaching on this step. Usually people fight too much when it comes to the installation of these WordPress files because they find difficulties in creating the database, the password. So if we have managed to reach at this stage, oh my God. If you have space, you stand up and also dance a little bit. Yeah, no problem, no problem. It's okay. So now, even though we have installed our database, sorry, our WordPress, so now our journey has begun. And I believe our mission for today, it has been achieved, of installing WordPress files in Xampp Localhost on Windows. So why don't you like this live session? For those who haven't subscribed, I urge you subscribed. And wherever you're watching from, comment. I would like to know where you're watching from, such that we connect. Don't fear, commenting is for free. Subscription on my channel is for free. No need to pay any coin. Subscribe, sit back, learn, and make money. Finish. So okay, so after installing our WordPress files, now we are going to learn how to, because when you look at my website, it is not that appealing. So now we are going to install a theme, because with WordPress, it has got many themes, and the theme, it's the one that's going to give us the beauty, or it is the one that's going to provide that beautiful outlook for our website. And before we install the theme, let us try to work on our dashboard here, because when you look at this dashboard, it's a little bit congested. So for me to have a clean dashboard, I just click on here, screen options. And what I don't want to see, I don't want to see this new, what you don't want to see, for example, WordPress events and news, add glass, activity, this and this. So for me to clean my dashboard, I just click on screen options, then I deactivate these options. I don't want to see them. I don't want. Maybe site out the status. Yeah, I may want to see that. So wow, now my dashboard is clean. You know, I enjoy working in a clean environment. That's why I am doing what? I'm doing this. Then after cleaning my dashboard, I'm going to go ahead and install a theme. So actually today we are going to get a 2-in-1 lesson. We have seen the installation. Remember, this was our main objective for today. How to install WordPress files in Xampp server. And for those who are just joining, and I have already shown you how to install these WordPress files, how to download, install, run, and configure WordPress files with Xampp server. So right now we're going to see how we are able to install a WordPress theme. So for those who don't know what a WordPress theme is, let me just show you here with an example. So already I'm logged into my admin panel. This is my dashboard. I come here on the tab for appearance. I click on theme because we need to see what theme are we currently using right now. Okay, right now, how do I see the theme I'm currently using? So you click on appearance, themes. So right now, these are the 3 themes that I have. And for me to see the active theme, I have 3 themes: 2025, 2024, and 2023. And the theme that you're currently using, it's going to have this option for active. Because if you look at our 3 themes, this label for active, it is on 2025. So that's why my website is looking like this. So when I try to change to because right now it is 2025, let me try to activate or change my theme to 2024. So for me to change the theme, I just click on activate. So when I click on activate, it's going to be activated. As you're able to see right now, 2024 is the one active. And trust me, once you change a theme, yes, you're going to be also changing the layout for your website, because the theme defines the layout of our website. Wow. So this is 2024, and this is how now my website is displayed. Then if I want to change also this 2023, I just click on active, and if I try to reload here, you're seeing my layout is doing what? It is changing. So that is just a simple explanation of what a theme is. So in today's class, I'm going to show you how to add a block C theme. I'm going to show you how to add a block C theme. So with a block C theme, what you do, you simply click on add theme. When you click on add theme, it's going to display this interface. So you come here on search themes. We have a variety of themes. We have Astra, we have these, we have, as you're able to see, some of them are for free, some of them are for money. So all these are 3 themes. So you're able to see them, you're able to see them. So what I need to install this block C theme. So I'm going to click on install. Right now we are looking at the installation of a WordPress theme, and we are looking at how someone is able to install a WordPress theme. And the theme that you're going to install, it is the block C theme. So you go ahead and click on what? Install. Once you click on install, as you're seeing, it is installing our what? Our theme. You just need to be a little bit patient as the installation is taking place. So once you have this alert message that it is installed, you go ahead and click on what? Activate. So once you click on activate, as you're able to see, it will show you that your theme now, the theme we're having that is active, it is the block C theme. So when I come here and I refresh, I'm seeing that my interface or the layout, it has automatically changed. So let me hope you're also registering this success, because I want us to follow such that by the end of this class we are able to create a simple WordPress file. Okay, once you have installed your Blocksy theme very well, now this is the theme that we're going to be using. And at this point, you have to do a few settings in your WordPress. So you go to your admin panel in the dashboard. You're going to click on this tab for setting. Then you click on General. Under General here, you have to go ahead and decide on the site title. My site title is Deltrev. These are a few settings that you need to do. Then here, the tagline. Tagline. Which tagline do you have? Oh, a tagline. This is actually a slogan for your company. So if it's a construction company, depending on the type of company that you have, and if you have difficulties in getting taglines, you just go to ChatGTP. So under here, ChatGTP, you write there a prompt. So generate for me a tagline for Deltrev, a construction company. In cases you're saying I don't have a tagline to use, you shouldn't waste time on hiring a person or delaying the project. You just go to ChatGTP, it will give you the best. So it has given me here various taglines. So these are some of the taglines: professional and trustworthy, building trust one project at a time, construction tomorrow, today, simple builds and smart builds and strong foundations, where quality meets strength, we do not just build, we create landmarks, raising standards in construction. I think I just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and and use that tagline here. Then from here, you have to go ahead and set a site icon. So for those who don't know what a site icon is, a site icon is what you see in the browser tabs, bookmarks within WordPress mobiles. And if you're able to see my tabs here, this is a website for Xampp, but up here you're seeing a logo. So this is a site icon because it is what you see in the browser tabs. So it doesn't I don't need to know that this is Xampp, because a site icon, it's going to help me to quickly know the kind of website I want to click on, even though I just look, because here it is for demo and you're seeing the various site icons. So you have to make sure that you have designed your site icon, and I have got a video or a tutorial on how to design site icon. You can check out this video. It's available on my YouTube channel. So you have to make sure that you have a site icon. And in cases whereby you don't have, you have to go ahead and do what? And design one. So for the rest, date format, time format, you just save this. So here, thanks for installing Proxy. Need to install Proxy companionship. I just cancel this for now. Then after you go ahead and click on reading, the tab for reading. I think for now here we don't need it. We shall need it at a later stage. Also this. So after doing those few settings, I know you're asking, Sharif, now what's going to be next? Because trust me, you're going to be able to create something like this, nice and appealing. So for today, I don't want to give you much information. I just want to give this content in 2 bits. So having learned how to install, because for today actually we have had a 2-in-1. We have learned how to install WordPress files. We have learned how to download and install WordPress files. We have learned how to install Xampp, and we have gone ahead and learned how to configure these WordPress files, and we have also managed to install a new WordPress theme. And for this case, we have installed a Proxy theme. We have learned how to add a tagline. A tagline, for example, you're now seeing it, raising standards. We have learned how to add a site icon. So tomorrow, let us catch up in our new video or new class. We are going to see how someone is able to create a menu. Yes, we are going to see how someone is able to create a WordPress menu to fill in. Okay, in simple terms, we are going to see how we are able to create your first WordPress website. Thank you so much. I believe this tutorial, you have learned something. For today, if you have learned how to install WordPress files, Xampp server, trust me, you have just laid a strong foundation for your career in website designing. And I believe with this, you're not going to remain the same. Actually, this is your initial stage of now making money. What you have learned today, you're going to use it whenever you need to design a website in using WordPress. And I just urge you to do one thing, that is practicing. Practice as much as you can do. If you practice, you're going to turn out to be a senior developer, a senior web designer. And companies out there, they're looking for WordPress designers. So it's high time you get to learn the skills. And provided I'm just sharing them at a free cost. So I love you all, but God loves you so much, because it is God who gives us the knowledge to understand everything. That's why I always acknowledge Him. So share this video with your friend. I know at school you study these things, but sometimes due to the complexity of the content or the information that they give us or the course units, you fail to understand given procedures in the right way. So for today, thank you for watching, for those who have been online. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It's for free. Don't forget to share this video with your friend. I wish you a blessed day. Thank you.